Let's talk a little bit about drowning, because you mentioned that it doesn't look like what it's portrayed to look like on the movies and what most people think it would look like if their child was drowning.
Yes.
So what does drowning look like?
When I'm in a pool, I'm constantly scanning, even when I'm teaching my own classes. And I kind of like, okay, I need to keep an eye on that kid and that kid and that kid, just as extra eyes for the lifeguards. They're not strong swimmers.
Okay.
They're struggling. They're getting to where they're deep in the water. They don't have a flotation device, or they have a noodle or something, which they could easily lose. When kids are actually drowning, it's very quiet, and it can happen very fast.
They're not screaming.
They're not screaming.
Are they flailing?
If they're screaming, and if they're flailing, they're still pretty okay. The kids that you have to look for are the ones that you just see really big eyes, and you just see from this far up. Their faces are up. They're trying to get as much breath as they can.
But they can't. They can't get their head up.
Nope.
Yeah.
Once they're under, you got to get them fast.
Okay.
So and drownings actually, or near drownings, can happen. Like, it could be a child this close to me, and I'm not even aware of it because it's that quiet. And if it's not my child,
right,
you're not paying attention. And I have actually gone and gone clear across the pool to grab a kid that I see that is drowning within a few feet of a parent or an adult.
Because it's quiet.
They're
not splashing. They're not saying, help me, help me, help me. They
quick.
sound like they're just playing and calm, and they're not. They're
They
drowning.
get a gulp of water and they're under, and
which is why the number one rule of you've got to have eyes on your kids all the time in the pool, no matter what. No matter how many swimming lessons they've taken, right?
Exactly,
I mean, you need to still have those eyes on
when you're
kid.
at a private pool, obviously there's no lifeguard. You need to have one designated person who's watching the pool. And everybody needs to know who that designated person is. Trade-off, because it's a boring job.
Yeah.
That person shouldn't be being talked to because it's a distraction. They shouldn't have a phone. All that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.